Now, the astonishing story of two women who've become friends in the most unusual of circumstances. When Amanda Wright was just 4 years old, her mum was murdered by a man who then tried to kill her as well. Last year, Amanda wrote a book about growing up without her mother. And one of those people who read her story was Liz Killingworth. Liz's father was John Dickinson, the man who had carried out the attack. The two women are with me now because they've become friends, which is remarkable. But Amanda, I'd just like to go back to the beginning. You were only 4, so I can't imagine you remember an awful lot about what happened.
Well, actually, I do remember, yeah. It's stayed with me throughout my life. It's very vivid, and I do remember the attack.
Because John Dickinson also set fire to the house you were in as well, which caused you some horrible injuries.
It did, yeah. I've burnt on both my legs and feet, and I've had a skin graft on my left thigh. So I'm left scarred now for life.
And the result of this, and the reason I ask about that is because you didn't know each other existed, of course, when this happened and for many years after, but you were in the same school, a year apart. And Liz, you realised because of those injuries to Amanda's legs, you figured out who she was and who had done that to her. How did that make you feel when you were a teenager?
Disgusted. Dirty. Awful.
Because you realised it was your dad who'd done that. A dad you'd only really met once when you were 7, when he was in prison, have had nothing to do with since. Now, there's a lot of water under the bridge since then. You've been to Cyprus, you came back. And then what happened? How did you become aware of Amanda again?
I've always tried to keep updates through friends and try to find out if you're okay. But it wasn't due to the fact that Amanda had wrote this book, and someone told me that she'd done a book, and it was on Facebook, and I said, I need to meet this woman.
You read the book?
I did. I ordered it.
What was it like reading it?
Scary. Emotional.
What was it like writing it, Amanda?
Yeah, well, I had considered it for a very long time, but putting it together was really difficult. So I contacted a ghostwriter, and she was amazing. She really helped me put it all together, and it's been very therapeutic to do it. It really helped me.
To get it out there? To
get it all out there, yeah, because it was like a big secret that I felt like I had to keep all to myself. And then as I got older and wiser, I felt, no, I can do this. I can let out this big secret.
John Dickinson got 2 life sentences, we should say, still in prison for what he did. You must have had to have thought about him, even just to write the book.
Yes, yeah. He was in my childhood a lot because I had flashbacks, and he was the bad man in my childhood. I was fearful of him all through my childhood, but as I got older, I wasn't so fearful of him, and I realised what he'd done was terrible, and he was evil, and he should never have done what he did. So I felt like I could, you know, tell my story, and I didn't want to have too much on him about it, because I wanted it to be my story, not too much attention to him.
Because previously he had been a family friend. In writing the book, did you think about maybe members of his family that might be out there, because you weren't aware of Liz's existence at that point?
No, I didn't know about Liz. I heard that his parents moved away to another country, so I didn't really know where they were. I knew that he was in prison, so I didn't really give it much thought.
But it turns out, Liz, you moved back from abroad. You live in Cambridgeshire. Whereabouts do you live, Amanda?
Stevenage.
So it's not too far away. How did you get in touch?
Through your friend.
Yeah.
It was...
On Facebook?
On Facebook. I said, I need to find this woman. And the lady said, I'm seeing her tomorrow. And it was just a coincidence. It was so quick.
Yeah.
What was it like when you first met?
Yeah, it was a good...
I was messaging you through her Facebook, wasn't I?
Yeah, it was messaging, and then we emailed each other, and then we finally took the step to actually meet. Yeah. So...
And that was scary.
That was scary. It was daunting, but it was an amazing thing to do for both of us.
I don't regret it.
No.
Some people might think that you could be angry about this and want to walk in the opposite direction, not have anything to do with Liz because of what her dad did. But
yeah,
no.
No, definitely not. It's not Liz's fault. She's as much a victim in all of this. She grew up with a secret, just like I did, feeling guilt, feeling bad. So no, in no way can I blame her for this situation.
It's remarkable, isn't it? How's it changed you?
I have suffered depression for a long time, and she's lifted me up. It's like winning the lottery.
Oh,
having my children, getting married, and this is like a icing on the cake. She didn't reject me.
And that's the remarkable thing, that something so positive and beneficial and just good can come out of something that was so bad and so horrible.
That's right.
You must feel really proud of yourselves.
Yeah.
And we've got quite a lot in common. Like where we grow up, your husband was like good friends with people I knew.
Oh, yeah, that's
and we
right,
used to go to the same places and...
Fairlands Lakes, both know that very well, yeah.
So there's a lot of those shared experiences because, like I said at the start, you were aware of Amanda at school because, well, tell me why, because she kept her legs covered, right?
What I can remember, she only wore a skirt with tights or trousers, and we was changing over PE and Amanda was coming out as we was going in, and that's when, obviously, I saw her legs, and it wasn't until later on it confirmed in the newspaper clippings that I found it was actually Amanda. Yeah.
Well, look, we're about the same age and knew how horrible kids could be in those days and rumours fly around, but the fact that that jogged your memory and here we are many years later and you're fantastic friends and clearly there's a special bond between you is marvellous to see. And we're so appreciative of you coming in to talk about it today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.